Chand, and you're here with the Ultimate Racing League, League One drivers, and we are around the Red Bull track. So this is our first race. It's going to be a wet one, and it looks like it's going to be in the dark as well. And you know my feelings on that. So the drivers have been around the track for the last 10 minutes trying to set qualifying laps, and as a result of that, we've got Paul in first place. Looks like this is his first podium in first place. And then we got Thomas in the other AMG in second place. We've got James Stephen in the Porsche in third place. We've got Look at My PP in fourth, not where we normally see Wadru. We've got Ice Chan in fifth. We've got Jerry in sixth. We have Chuck in seventh, who's been taken out pretty much almost every race in this season. We have Team Silver, who's the most improved driver in my opinion. Then we got Admin. We have Love Rocket, who's also shown major improvement. And then we got Grasshopper in 10th place. As a result of that, let's see what happens. Let's wait for the lights to turn green. And they're off. Looks like a good start for Paul. And yes, it is. So Paul is in first place. Thomas is still in second place. We've got James in third place. No, Thomas is taking the lead. Thomas has got the inside line. There's a few cars in the background that are off. Can we have a look? No, cameraman. He's giving us different angles that we don't want. Okay, so we've got Paul in second place. He's lost the position. So Thomas is taking out gradually. Everyone's seeing, yeah, we're stuck with ice here at the moment. See what's going to happen around here. Coming around that sharp bend. He's floored it. And he's lost it. He's lost it. There goes Ice. He's lost that position. So let's go up with the race leader, Thomas. Thomas in first place. What a beautiful lead he's got there. So Thomas in the AMG in first place. Paul in second place. James in third. Look at My PP in fourth. Jerry in fifth. Chuck in sixth. URL Admin in seventh. And Love Rocket in eighth. Those are our top 8 drivers. We had one car that's been off. No safety car called, as it was self-inflicted. So Thomas in first place now. Paul is challenging him. Looks like everyone's driving with traction control. That's where I think Chan made a mistake. James Stephen now applying the pressure on Paul. He's going to be able to take him on these S's. I'm really sorry about this, but all we can see is traffic lights and name tags. We can't really see the cars properly. But this is the result of URL night racing. Bullshit. So Thomas is pulling away nicely. James is applying some pressure. Look at My PP in fourth place. Let's look at the rest of them. There's Jerry in fifth. Chuck right behind him in sixth place, piling on some pressure on Jerry. Admin right behind him, and then I think it's Love Rocket, and then DJ right at the back. And as you can see, coming around the straight now is Ice. So is Chuck going to make a move? No, he's controlled it nicely. On board with Chuck. Looks like Thomas is pulling away. Just going to stay on board. Oh, Chuck's gone for it. Oh, I thought Chuck was going to take out Jerry there. That would have been wicked. Actually, that would have been smashing to see. So Chuck, a bit late on the brakes, misjudged it there a little bit. Jerry just escaped with his rear end in his hands. And he is piling on pressure. Jerry's looking quite strong around here. Normally, Wadru, look at My PPs. Shoots off, but we have Thomas in first place, still Paul in second place, and then no change with James in third. So no change at the top, not much happening. I think everyone's kind of not really trying the overtakes. It's one, it's impossible to see, and two, it's really tricky with wet conditions. So we'll just go through the pack. We got on board with Love Rocket, fellow Jaguar driver now. He's doing all right. Traction control is the way forward. Team Silver, there's been an incident with Team Silver, does it? No. And there's that fire-breathing Lego car of DJ. Not that you can see that yellow piece of whatever you want to call it, cheese. I was going to say something else, but I don't think YouTube would allow it. So on board with Grasshopper, where's Chand? Chand all by himself. Is he still struggling? But he ain't catching up, so he's got a lonely race by himself. So Paul's taking the lead. Paul's taking the lead. We have a new race leader, Paul. So we have Paul in first place. Excellent, excellent. Well done, Paul. Paul was fast around here in qualifying, and he's just proven that by overtaking Thomas, his fellow AMG driver, in the wet as well. So let's see what Paul is looking at in wet conditions. We're on helmet cam now. You can see Thomas just behind him in his rear view mirror. Switching up the gears nice and early to avoid any wheel spin. Slaps it down into third gear. Let it coast. And here comes the tricky S section. Still setting purple sectors. 134 is the time to beat. Is the fastest lap, which is done by Paul. So let's have a look at, now you can't really see much, but there is some action happening here in the rear. And James has made a move on Thomas. In the inside, James is taking the inside. Thomas going around the outside. No, James closes the door. Nice overtake there by James. Thomas ain't going to leave that. Thomas is going to come back at him. I'll put money on it. And then, look at this. There is action happening. I think cars are flying off. We've got Jerry with the second penalty. We got Chuck moved up into 5th place. We got Look at My PP down to 6th place from 4th. So Look at My PP struggling in that car of his. Doesn't like the wet conditions, obviously. And now Alex piling some pressure on Look at My PP. Is he going to manage to take him out? He's looking for it. He's moved over to the left-hand side. Nope. Now going into the inside line. He's got the inside line. He's going to take it. He has. He's slowed the whole pack down right behind him. And he's got his back end sliding out as well. Great overtake there by Alex. Now moves himself up into 6th place. Let's go up the leaderboard here. So back on Paul, who's got himself half second. There goes James sideways. And Thomas had nowhere to go. So smashes his car in. Yeah, boy. So James decided to late brake there. Took his car sideways. Thomas had nowhere to go. Now he's coming back at Thomas. Thomas going around the outside. He's defending it. He's defending his line. James has got the inside line now. There's a bit of contact there. He's moved Thomas slightly wide. Thomas still coming back at him. He's got the inside line. James going around the outside. And James has made that move. He's in 2nd place. Nope. Thomas is still coming back at him. Go on, Thomas. What a brilliant fight this is. Thomas ain't having none of it. I know there's some action happening behind them, but let's just stick with these guys here. Let's stick with Thomas. If we can see his car, he's accumulated half a second penalty. That's not going to be any good to anyone. So that means Jerry should be able to catch up with him. And there's Chuck, Admin. These guys are fairly close. Let's see if Chuck's going to make the move. No, let's see if Thomas is going to get that move back on. Nah, it don't look like it. Looks like James is pulling away. And Thomas has got half a second penalty to deal with as well, which is really... Oh, don't. Oh, damn, look at those brakes. Glowing bright red. I thought Thomas was going to take him around the outside. I think there was a bit of contact. I think that's why he's got the accelerator just to get that position back. So we all know Thomas is very, very clean. Sometimes accidents do happen. And we've also seen in the past Thomas give that position back once he's hit someone. So, yeah, well done, Thomas. It's a very hard race to watch. You're just looking at headlights and name tags. There's Jerry in 4th place, who's got Chuck right behind him pretty much throughout the whole race. And then Chuck's got Admin right behind him. Look at My PP is falling behind a little bit. Is that Chuck going wide a little bit? Nope. Admin there. There's Dale. Team Silver. On board with Team Silver. Again, we can't see much. Grasshopper in 10th. And Ice Chan all by himself in 11th place. I think there's a problem with this car. We are on lap 5, coming up to 8, just gone past 8 minutes of our first 15-minute race with Ice Chan struggling all by himself. So Paul, his first... Oh, he's got himself another half a second penalty. Looks like he hasn't managed to get a clean lap yet. He's still got the fastest lap, so he's not bothered. Go on, Paul. Get your first win. First win of the season, I think it's going to be. Everyone's on intermediate tires, which means everyone's going to be on softs for the next 2 races. Hopefully that'll be a daytime race. I'm not 100% sure with URL. And Paul slides it, late break, which is going to give James an opportunity to catch him up a little bit, make a bit of time up. But James neither here or there. He has got in between those AMGs. This is probably the best result we've seen for these Porsches, with Jerry in 4th place as well. So accumulating some big points there. Now is Chuck going to go for the move? Stupid cameraman, give me the outside angle. No overtakes really happening. It's just very tricky conditions to make any overtake moves, any clean overtake moves anyway. So on board with Chuck then, who's chasing down Jerry. And then Admin right behind him. Jerry went a bit wide, did he? No. Yes, he did, because look at Chuck's all over his rear bumper now. Is Chuck going to go for the overtake? Jerry's covering the inside line. He's got the inside line covered. He knows exactly where to position his car. Chuck going for the switch. No. Not this time, but Admin's all over him. Admin, what are you doing overtaking him, mate? You should be helping him. Bump him. You know Chuck's faster than you. What kind of teamwork is this? You're always going on about you and Callum around Tokyo. What about you and Chuck? On board here, this is where all the action is happening. We've got 5 cars in a pack here. Chuck's all over Jerry. Jerry's trying to keep off Chuck, defending really well, with Admin right behind him as well, his teammate who should be helping Chuck. Just a little nudge and Chuck would have the overtake. But no. Chuck's going for the inside. He's got the inside, I think. Nope, Jerry's got it covered. I'm really sorry, I can barely see what's happening. Let's go up, down the board. There's Alex. There's Look at My PP with Dale Love Rocket all over him. Yeah, my man. Go on, Dale. Here's another very improved driver throughout the season. He's getting better and better as the seasons are going. He's finding his feet, or I think he does like that Jag. And there's Team Silver in 9th place. Where's DJ in 10th? And there's his Lego fire-breathing car there. And then we have Ice Chan in 11th place, still struggling. Look at his rubbish lap times that he's setting. Yeah, he's just not gelling in the rain or in the dark. I think he's too old to see, to drive in these race conditions. But having said that, let's go back to Paul, our race leader, in 1st place. With about half a second. Oh, Paul, what's going on there? What kind of turn was that, Paul? And it's still raining, still under wet conditions, so there is no dry line. But Paul still in 1st place, coming up to 12 minutes of our first 15 minutes race. We are on lap 8. Paul leading the way in 1st place. We got James in 2nd place. And then there's Thomas in 3rd, who is actually fighting to win this season with against Wadru. Then there's Jerry. Nice little touch on his car. Chuck and Alex. Still no teamwork happening there. Just Alex, all he needs is a little nudge, mate, and he'll have Jerry. Just nudge him. Chuck, I mean. So next season, I'm not sure if teams are going to be a thing. But we're on board with Jerry at the moment, who's managing to tame Chuck, Admin, Look at My PP, and Dale. So Jerry's had a fantastic drive. Look at him coming out the slip. No problem at all. Look at My PP having a look, but no, not this time. So we'll go down the pack again, because I want to go and see how Paul is doing, because I believe James is all over him. There's Dale Love Rocket. Team Silver, I can only go via the names because I can't see the cars. There's DJ, and then we have a retirement from Ice Chan. Looks like he's got a problem with his car. So there's one person out of this race. Ice Chan has retired his car, or is about to retire his car, I believe, because his pit crew are out. Now he's in the pits. Paul with another half a second penalty. Come on, Paul, give us a clean lap. Is James going to get him? That's the question. I don't think so. Half a second, it does damage you, but not enough. Unless James makes another dives with contact, wipes him out, and takes that position. No offense, James, but that is the consistency that you have shown this season. A lot of contact with overtakes. And there we have it. He's going for the inside, and there's the contact. Like I said, he's hit Paul. And that's the only way he knows how to overtake. There has to be a bit of contact. But Paul's not going to have any of that. He's going to be all over him. He's going to have him. I think he's going to have him. Here he goes. Paul's going to have a look at him. Come on, cameraman, get with him. Yes, Paul's got the inside line. And there takes Paul. Nice overtake there by Paul. Nice and controlled, which is going to give Thomas. Come on, Thomas, get him. Help your teammate. Now James is looking on the inside. Is James going to have this one? Don't look like it. He's there, but he's not there. Oh. I'd love to see a clean overtake from you, James. Maybe next season. But I'm not going to hold my breath. We are coming up to the final lap now. This is the fight for the podium. We've got Paul, James and Thomas fighting for the top 3 positions. A bit of contact there by Thomas. Paul's gone wide a little bit. James is going to take it. No, Paul's coming the inside line. This is the final lap now. We're going to stick with these 3. Paul's still got it. He's still holding on to it. He's defending his line. James is all over him with Thomas all over James. Who's going to take this? Paul's had a good race this race. He's kept it cool. Ice had a terrible race. Those guys, Ice and Paul, are fighting for the 3rd position. Thomas and Wadru are fighting for the 1st position. One more race to go in this Ultimate Racing League season. And now here we come it. Here comes Paul bringing it home. He's going to take it. It does look like it. And we have Paul with his 1st win of the season. Paul in 1st place, James in 2nd, Thomas in 3rd. We've got Chuck. Chuck took Jerry. Wow, Chuck took Jerry. Well done, Chuck. Chuck in 4th, Jerry in 5th. Look at my PP in 6th. Love Rocket in 7th. Admin in 8th. Team Silver in 9th. We've got Grasshopper now bringing it around the last turn. And there's DJ bringing it home. And then we've got Ice. Where's Ice? No, it won't even go to him because he's not in the race. So there we have it. We have Paul's 1st win of the season. Well done, Paul. Yeah, you held it off really well. Really well. Great racing, guys. I'm surprised there was no safety car under these terrible conditions. But you all drove like troopers. This is the Ultimate Racing League, League 1 drivers. My name is Ice Chan. Thank you for watching.